Hello real estate investors. Today I'm outside my 12 unit. I had a tenant move out. I came down here yesterday to film, but the fleas were crawling up my legs when I went inside, so I decided to go get some bug bombs and let them off yesterday before I filmed it. And I've been in here. It's bad. And as bad as it looks, the smell is even worse. They had at least a cat, if not multiple cats in here. Oh God. This room, the lights are all burned out. Bathroom, yeah, look at that sink. Yeah, nice clean tub. Fortunately, the kitchen's not much better. I opened all the cabinet doors when I bug sprayed yesterday. Yeah. Hey, bright side, the freezer's not full of stuff, but the fridge is. I guess that's where the kitty ate. There's kitty hairballs. There's even hair on the side of the refrigerator. My God. Alright guys, pray for me on this one. See ya. Hey guys, finally finished this one up. Let's go and take a look. So the biggest challenge in this apartment was one, the filth, and then really the biggest item was getting rid of the smell. So it was cat and who knows what else. So after we took all the stuff the tenant left to the dump, there was so much cat shit and cat hair on the floor. I didn't want to work in here. I didn't even want to put my drop cloths down. So I actually called my cleaner in to do a pre-clean. She spent about 10 hours in here just to get it to where you didn't feel like if you were in here working all day that you were going to get ill. After she finished, I'd ordered some Amazon Basics enzyme cleaner. It comes in a gallon concentrate, but I didn't dilute it at all. I just put it in a pump sprayer and I soaked down the floors and I tried to get it under the baseboards. I was still hoping I could salvage the baseboards, but I ended up painting the walls and painting the baseboards. And as I was painting them, I noticed areas that were swollen. These are MDF baseboards, and if you've worked with MDF, you know once it gets wet, it'll swell up. Cut a few of those sections out, and the smell of cat pee behind there would almost knock you out. So I ended up just tearing out all the baseboards. I painted the walls with oil-based primer to seal in the smell, put up new baseboards. But in the bathroom, it was really bad. When I took the baseboards off in here, the walls were all moldy, so I ended up cutting out the drywall, taking a can of spray oil-based primer, spraying the studs, and then I put up new drywall and new trim. I also wasted a lot of time on this vanity. I was painting it and I kept smelling cat when I was painting it, and then I noticed the toe kick had been soaked up with cat urine, so ended up just tearing that out and throwing it away and putting in a new one. And in the kitchen, I really didn't smell it in the toe kick here, but just as a precaution, I painted this with an oil-based primer, and then I coated it, or I covered it with a vinyl cove molding. This stuff's pretty inexpensive. It goes on pretty easy. I just put some silicone caulk behind it, stick it on there, and I think it looks pretty good. So that was the steps to get rid of the smell. Now, there still is like a smell in here, but it's different. It's not cat smell. I was running Ozone every night after I'd leave. So it's like a smell of cleaner and ozone in here. But I've had tenants or prospective tenants looking at it, and no one's mentioned a smell, and they've been filling out applications. So I guess that's a good sign. Some other things I did, I changed out all the outlets and switches. I've now got that down to where it's fairly cheap to do that. I've got a video hopefully coming out about that. I also changed out this hood. The one that was here was like a beige, and I thought about spray painting it, but it was so dirty underneath for $70. I just decided to change it out. Other thing I did was the water heater in here was, it was 15 years old. Now, if this was in a basement that had a floor drain, I would have definitely left it in place. But if this thing lets loose, there's apartments on the other side of this wall, so it'd be multiple apartments flooded. And I just wanted to, this doesn't have a floor drain, so it's so much easier to replace these things without a tenant in here when it's not an emergency, and you can do it on your own time. So if you got the money in this situation, I would highly advise you be proactive and replace these things. So I have this thing on the market. This apartment's 400 square foot, 1 bedroom, and I pay water, sewer, and trash. The tenant pays electric. And so this apartment like this will go for $675 in my area. As I said, I've got multiple applications, so hopefully I get it rented soon. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.